Hello viewers, and I'm confused because my camera is really freaking out right now, and so am I. This is a kind of old camera. For some reason it's like not reading the memory card, and it can't, not a memory card, it can't make a video up to like 5 minutes. Not even. And this is the system I'm going to try out, but it might fail because of this new memory card thing. Hopefully it works, and I can keep using this camera. I don't want to have to buy a new camera. Because that'll go away from, it took a long time to build off. Or to get all that back. But a new thing of building I'm going to do, or videos, is actually make a video of trying making longer videos. And if you want to get to a certain hero, just skip through it and find that certain hero. And same with villains and everything like that, because I also have a lot of villains made for a video added for this one. And also, I said I was going to have a rant video, and I probably still will, except my camera again freaking out, and it deleted all my videos and pictures. And that means like 3 or 4 of my videos have been deleted, and some of those were off the Hulk and Batman, and that is kind of bad. But I'm just not going to do superheroes anymore, just because I've had 3 of those so far, and they've all been deleted, or I haven't made one of it, so I'm just not going to do. Now, first I'm going to do the ones without a big storyline, so I can try getting those ones in, and then I'll do one with a big storyline. Now, here's Heavy, and Heavy uses plasma weapons, and that is this, which is so heavy, not really a joke, I just made that up, that he has to carry it with 2 hands. And if you're wondering how that works, instead of using one of those red pieces, one of these connectors, it's just basically one longer, so he can actually hold on to the weapon with 2 hands. And Heavy is really just one of Blaster, who's basically like the Stormer of my team, one of Blaster's old friends from the 1.0 days. And originally he had a secondary color of black, but I would have actually given him a black blaster and everything if they had any as a secondary color, but nope, so I had to go Metal Gray. And this is not the Evo blaster, totally, I added on that, that's really it, but I just love that blaster. This is Buck, and you could tell Buck and Heavy are like Bulk and Stringer, but I just really wanted to have that. And this piece is from a Lego Batman. Bringing that back, bringing that up, and he has a foot on the back, a 1.0, keep saying 2, 1.0 foot on his back to kind of cover that up. Only some people have stuff on their back to cover anything up. And he has this sonic cannon. I don't know what you really call it right now. If you want to, you can put in the comments, but I have no idea really what to call it. You don't call it a sound blaster, because I thought of that, but no. It's supposed to be Sonic Boom, really. Like, he's a Sonic character. Oh, he's blue! No, not really. But that's really it. I'm trying to go through this kind of quickly. And then he has a secondary color of silver. He's actually supposed to be blue. Now, going in the back of these, let's get into Flo. Now, Flo is basically the breeze of this, being the only girl. And her secondary color is green, or secondary color is red. She is a lime green character. And she uses nothing on her back but 2.0 feet, or 1.0. And I realized she had something on her back, but like a foot. And then I really looked at it, and for some reason, if you add a foot or something on their back, I don't really notice it that well. But somehow it just actually makes them look more bulkier. And I was trying to make her not look as bulky. So yeah, she's supposed to be able to fly because she has the little jets on the bottom of these feet. This is not supposed to be an arrow, it's supposed to actually be a weapon. And this is supposed to be a gun, and I was so happy they have that. But one thing I have done once is I literally made every piece in this was either red or lime green, or the Glatorian head, or the hero core. But I even had the red skeleton, green or red over here, and the bot skeleton over here, red, red, green, green, red, green, green, redhead, green, red, and all that kind of stuff. And the white hair core kind of stuck out. But yeah, so that was really a cool accomplishment of me, but I decided not to do that this time. And she's really just the girl of the group. That's one reason why I had to have that in there. Now getting into the more detailed characters. Gecka, you've seen before, but it now has been remodeled for certain missions. And this is not a model for a certain villain, just for certain missions. He has a bow that was originally made for Aron Arrow, and then I decided to give it to Gecka. Even though I did say that I hated the bow idea, but for some reason I just have this urge to make the bows. So yeah, and I kind of, even though it's only on 2 heroes, I kind of worked the gunmetal gray thing to death, adding in all of these plates and then counting these 2 things as his only gunmetal gray, and then him really only having entire arm and those 2 small pieces at gunmetal gray, instead of really making it a secondary color. If I'm talking too fast for you, I'm sorry, but it's just something I do on accident. I don't even notice it till a little bit in, till like a minute after I've been doing that. Then I'm like, wow, I talk too much, and I do. But I'm actually trying to go fast so my camera doesn't freak out on me and turn off. Now, Gecka is really, I've already kind of explained his personality, but in this he has a different type. He's a builder for this guy, Net. And that's because Net doesn't like getting his hands dirty, so Gecka does all the work for him and builds and everything like that. And that's really it about Gecka. I said he's more detailed, but he's really more detailed in other people's stories. Put him in there, and now getting out him, and he comes with 2 characters. If you can actually see both of them, because the camera's a little small. Just in case you can't, I'm gonna make this taller. And the thing is, I used to have a tripod, but I kind of broke, so I'm trying to get a tripod, but it's not really working out so well. So yeah. Now first, I'm gonna go over Net. Net has a small heated blaster. That's really what I call it, a small heated blaster. You touch it, you can't really touch it because it's heated unless he turns it off. And it's really just a small blast to slow people down. And then he has a gauntlet to control this thing. Now its guns are out right now. I'm not gonna put them in because it really messes around with how his plate is, and it's kind of hard to do, and it consumes time. But this was made in 2.0 series, but I have made a mock of it in 1.0, and I might, when I do a video of that, probably today, depending on how much memory my camera can hold. I can put in a second SD card. I don't know, I might have to just to make some other videos, because I get obsessed with making a lot of videos at like one day, and then never upload them. But he has one of the new hero cores. He had that in 2.0 and 3.0. And no one's ever seen these mocks. I haven't made videos over them. I just, again, tried putting it up and it was deleted. So yeah. He has these cool weapons, which originally were the fire or ice shields, or whatever you want to call them, from the original, or from 2.0. But then I turned it into this, trying not to use too much 2.0. Used to also have a secondary color of orange. Now the secondary color is translucent silver. That's what I call those, because they have silver all over them and they're translucent. His hero core, when he has these weapons down, is actually hidden halfly, or mostly. Like you can only really see that much. So that's like defense mode also. And that's also running, because he can't really run in this mode because he can hit his blasters and break them, his legs. So he has to put them in just to run, really, or put them higher up, which he can't really do in this because of this fact that this will break off. Originally he could do that with the rest because of the blasters, because I had one of these on his back, and that really worked out, really worked out better. Originally, if I had enough hero cores, I'd probably put a hero core all over this thing. It's because I love these smaller ones, even when I have 3.0 lock or anything. put those everywhere, and instead of those being hero cores, they'll be symbols for the Hero Factory. Since that's what, like, if they weren't on their chest, that's what they would look like. They're just symbols for the Hero Factory. Like, this symbolizes that this is from the Hero Factory, something like that. They could even, I might try this one day, making a way to make Hero Factory badges. But yeah, that is the Hero Factory dog thing. He also was designed by Aron. He's designed like half of the designs for all of these guys, but he had flames in the back. Basically designed the entire back and the front, because this was already made basically. Just had to kind of, they actually did slim down his front because he used to have bigger pieces of those. And I had to slim them down in this to fit all the stuff in. And yes, this is a 3.0 piece. It's the only body put I have in red, so I actually use it a lot. Even if I make a 2.0 mock. But yeah. And he controls it, if I didn't mention that. And that's why he only has a small weapon, because he's really always near him. Okay, now getting into the character I actually have had before. Just a different version, I say. This is Aron in fire mode. And that is because, just like Gecka, he had to be remade. And he actually designed his entire new thing before. He was designed by someone else, by Net actually. And now he designed his entirely new body for him, just for this. And originally he didn't have this bulk piece up there, but I put it on because without it he actually looks weirder. I'm not going to show it, but he really did look weird. He is as tall as I can make him, really. Yeah, as tall as I can make him, because actually he was the second one I made. First one I made with the Bio back there, because I was so excited to make that thing. And actually, since he's next, I'm probably going to have to push back all the other guys. And you can see Aron is really red. And this also could be called, if you don't want to call it fire mode, you could call it rouge mode. Because, like, that's basically what you'd be called, is rouge mode. That's not what I'm calling it right now. Rouge mode, because rouge mode sounds a lot better. It's really rouge. And I didn't show this, but foot on the back for an X, and fire shield on the back for him. He also has that old villain core, this piece, kind of like the old version. It's really, I don't remember what the old version looked like. That's why I kind of made fire mode. Same thing with Gecka. It's one reason. It was one reason why I made these modes too, because I kind of got bored of them. That's why I tore them apart in the first place. And as you see on his legs, he has those things flipped over, and they actually look really cool to me. I originally had that for heavy, and then I decided to switch that around because they were originally up. And now for the big, bad hero, who I have to scoot my camera back for. I'm going to scoot that back. This is Heavy. Or not Heavy, really. This is Blaster. And Blaster is basically, you know what he is. He's Blaster XL. And the white hero core actually really works with him. And his secondary color is not white, because he has a lot more than that. Is this lime green. And originally, this wasn't there, 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 and there's a piece back here that was not there. And these two translucent pieces were not there. And neither was this Blaster. I really just kind of reincorporated him a little bit on this entire top. But the bottom is the same. He has these two double pieces, double hole pinned, whatever you want to call them, double hole pinned. Like the longest legs, same thing, those are, not the longest legs, jeez, what are they called? I don't know what to call them. I don't have any examples. You know, here's an example. That. No, he needs that. Oh no, no, no. Gecka, why do you taunt me like this? See, he has the stat, and then the same type on the bottom. So a reason why he's so much taller also is because he also has those friction pieces on there and on his legs. And originally I would have put them also there, but then I needed those for something else. I probably do, but I really need to find those two more so I can put them right there, and that's kind of keeping them from, that'll keep them from frolicking. Sorry about that fart. Oh my gosh! Yeah, he doesn't really have balance, and that's mostly because of his feet. Originally, he actually had the fire shields as his feet, but those look weird and really too flat. And so far, I've not been able to make any other way for the feet. He has a sword, which is basically the Breeze, the actual version of Breeze would use. And his version, because I've seen it now, it actually has this taken off and connected somehow there. Oh yeah, and talking about his original form a little bit more, this used to be my hand. This used to just be one of these type pieces, and both of these used to be fire shields, and they're basically drones. But I didn't want to do that again, so I don't want to really copy off of anything. So, geez, I keep burping. So I just decided, you might not hear it though, it's small. I just decided to not copy off of. Plus, these weren't even there, and it basically just made his regular plate right there just stick out. And I'm not going to do that because it might throw off his balance again, but if you actually pull those out, it'll make, and like, if I were to get green versions of the corrupted Quaza, put them over there, it would actually kind of look like he had a little kind of V-shaped armor on him, which would be really cool. He has a shield just for random having shield. And then the two translucent pieces also were there originally. I already said that. And that was really just white again. He was just basically all white except for this stuck out again. And these are actually kind of cool things to have as weapons. He has this average blaster, really, not really average sword because he's the only one who has it. Big significance of size from even my tallest fox. You can still see, like, he only goes up to about the hero core. Trying to fit him all in. He's heavy, got moved back. And really, these are from the Hulk. Sorry I couldn't have my Hulk video up. And then finally turning him around. Oh yeah, Blaster has a green head. It's not inside, not lime green, but actual green head inside. He has a ice shield plus a body piece, because originally that actually wasn't anything, and now it can kind of switch around. And then this little green, just having some more green there. So yeah, right there. If actually they had lime green body plates, I probably would have put that in there to give a little more lime green to his body. And then the white hero core just really works out in him having a white, because then it's like in the middle there, having that little white piece. And that is it about Blaster. And that is it about this entire team. So I hope you like this video. It's quite long, but actually I thought it'd be 25 minutes, so not as long as I thought. And actually, instead of making a lot of villains, I'm probably going to make one villain, because I only have one villain who looks like he's even worthy of having a video. And then something else which would be kind of surprising, which I've said I'd probably do later in a different video. Oh, maybe if you want to find out early, you can go back to that video. Oh, I don't know. Oh, bye-bye.